Okay, we're back, and the recording went fine, and now I get to record like another 2 hours of stuff I've already seen, and I can't wait to do that, so great, let's just jump right into it. Hello there, I have a few questions for all of you. Q1 for everyone. If you all could learn any foreign languages, which ones would you be interested to learn? Number 2 for everyone. If you had an evil twin/evil clone of yourselves, how would you react, and how would you defeat them? Q3 for Natsuki, in your opinion, what is the worst anime/manga of all time? Q4 for Yuri, you probably answered this, but what do you think of the Clifford the Big Red Dog memes centered around you? And Q5 for everyone, what are your favorite animals?
First, let's do the questions for everyone. Foreign languages, then evil twin battling, then favorite animals. For myself, I guess I'd like to learn Korean if I had to pick up a foreign language. I wouldn't be that surprised if there were an evil clone of me. To be honest, I might be the evil one. But anyway, what to do is super clear. We battle to the death in a bare hands fist fight. My favorite animal is probably dogs. They're so nice. Alright, what about the rest of you?
I would like to learn Chinese. I already have a slight advantage with Chinese, of course. But Chinese and Japanese are still very different languages. I have already had to deal with my evil self, or my shadow, if you like. I pity her more than anything. I would try to help her understand what she really is. I have so many favorite animals, but I will go with whales.
I'd want to learn Russian. As a foreign language, it seems potentially pretty useful. I guess I'm not sure what an evil clone of me would be like, so I'm not sure how I'd go about defeating him. Like, I know I'd go out of my way to protect Sayori, and he might think of that as a weakness. But who would he even care about, or would he even care about Sayori if he were evil? Who knows? So yeah, I guess I'd have to play it careful and learn about him first. My favorite animal overall is probably the peregrine falcon, I guess, because it goes fast. I've never really thought about it too much.
I've always wanted to learn Esperanto, the international language. It's kind of a deadish language and not many people keep it alive, but I think it's very noble. I'd have to think about how to deal with evil me. I could go at her with some kind of chemistry-based incendiary attack, but she'd probably expect that. I'd have to be more clever. Oh, my favorite animal is easy. I love capybaras. They're the friendliest animal. An excellent choice. They really are friendly. Right?
I'd like to speak better French, given the option. I have a very convenient way of dealing with evil Monica. Although I'd have to be faster on the lead command than she would be. And owls are my favorite animals, as well known. She does really like owls, guys. I guess I'll go with Chinese for the foreign language like Yuri did. I'm not sure how I deal with my evil twin. I guess I'd borrow one of Yuri's knives and stab her. Unexpectedly violent. Well, she's evil, right? Anyway, I can't pick a favorite animal. I love dogs and cats and sheep and cows and chickens and pigs and fish and zebras. And whales too, and owls and capybaras and peregrine falcons and people and dogs. I think I already said dogs. I love all the animals, even the gross bug ones. Let's see. You also wanted to know what I thought was the worst anime or manga. I can't tell you that because I flat out refuse to watch a ton of really shitty anime or manga. Especially shit with morally fucked up content in it, which is really way too much of it. But I will tell you the worst anime I've ever personally watched, and that's Gamers. It's super condescending to gamers. And even besides that, it's not a good anime. The writing is boring, it uses every tired cliche in the book, you can tell what's going to happen, the voice actors aren't into it, it's just bad. And then you shoehorn in a bunch of cringy-ass gamer stuff, and it's just over-the-top bad. Yuri, you had the last part of the question.
I'm not really too up on the memes centered around us, but have seen a few Clifford-related ones with me. Most of them are mildly amusing, and some are terrible. There's one where I'm terribly mean to Natsuki that I particularly don't like. But I can't help but chuckle at the big red stab wound ones. Perhaps I've been spending too much time with Sayori. Dark humor has really started to appeal to me.
Are we all done with this one? Seems like it.
What's everyone's favorite anime movie? Can exclude Studio Ghibli because there was a question specifically about them. My favorite would have to be A Silent Voice, with 5 centimeters per second as a very close runner-up. Dilhoon.
I don't think I've ever seen an anime or movie not made by that studio. I just don't watch many movies or TV in general, I suppose. And I honestly couldn't tell you the names of any of them. It's been decades since I saw an animated movie, to be honest. So I guess it's up to the other 4.
Akira. A classic choice. I really loved the letter to Momo. It was sweet and sad and really pretty. I really loved it when I first saw it, and I love it even more now. And I am, of course, referring to Ghost in the Shell. Of course. I mean, I get that it's very me, but it's just good in general. It is true. My answer is more recent. It's The Girl Who Left Through Time. It's about a girl who can rewind time, basically, and it's got a little bit of everything in it. It's a very well-told story. Next!
What do you guys think of the book and/or movie The Count of the Monte Cristo? Spoilers, would you go as far for the revenge as the main character went? Love y'all. I skipped a line by Natsuki.
So, who's read this? Other than Yuri?
Hmm.
And Yuri, I assume you have read it.
Naturally.
Well, go ahead and knock yourself out then.
Well, first of all, let me say that I think the book is a wonderful read. It's very well written and extremely entertaining. Dumas really knows how you keep you turning pages excitedly. I love how intricate and well laid the whole plot is. It's actually pretty complex, but it's still understandable and intuitive to the reader. It makes it feel like you're there plotting with Dante's. But as to your question of whether I would go as far as he did, no, I would not. I would not do such a thing. I do not believe in revenge in general. I like to hope that, even if I were wronged in such a dramatic way, I would be forgiving. It just seems so petty and personal compared to the vastness of the world. If I had such power in the world, I would feel presumptuous to use it on my own petty feelings. There is so much else out there that needs doing. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. Shall we bring up the next one?
Hello, you can call me Truth. I have questions and some statements. MC, I just want to say that I am happy that you're with Sayori. Sayori, how's it hanging? As someone with schizophrenia, I say that I may not fully sympathize with you as you have a different illness. But, still, of course I am not you and can't read your mind. I apologize for the game forcing me into your mind sometimes. Natsuki, I like how you keep being popular with those girls, and yet still can live your life how you wish. You have my deep respect, and have you tried role-playing or the game Albion Online? Yuri, you are a noble soul with the wisdoms of someone 10 years ahead of your time. My question is, if you could meet all yourselves from other dimensions, would you form a superhero team and fight villainy? Weird question, but I'm weird. Monica, first of heart, I absolutely love you. Now to the question, are you aware of the mod that makes it so all the Monica is form a dimension where they can expand to the universes and live in peace instead of the business that transpired when you first learned of the world outside your game? Also, check me out on Wattpad, maybe give me some ideas. I'm also on YouTube, though I went through a few phases and have yet to post anything under this name. And if you are playing any games that involves co-op or competition, I'd love to play alongside you if you play online. It's just you guys give me a lot to think about and give me lessons, so from the bottom of my heart, the truth is, puns, that you all are my heroes, as I seek to be a hero to others, so thank you.
Let's see.
Thanks, man, I'm happy about being with Sayori too.
It's hanging pretty good. Not by the neck until dead anyway, so that's a big step up for me.
Jeez, Sayori.
What? You walked right into it. Just like I did.
A few audible grunts can be heard.
Anyway, Truth, don't worry about being in my mind sometimes. I can't even tell you're there. Thanks for the compliments, bro. I too like how badass I am socially. And otherwise. I haven't really ever tried doing role-playing games, if that's what you mean, and I've never heard of Albion Online, actually. Sorry.
Thank you. I do value wisdom very much. I'm not sure what we would do if we met ourselves from other dimensions. Honestly, we'd probably just talk. None of us is cut out to be a superhero, I think. Other than perhaps Monica. But you'd have to look into another mod to get that experience.
Hi, Truth. Love you too. I'm not sure what mod you're talking about here. None of us have ever played anything like that, I'm pretty sure. Maybe if you gave us a title. Alright, Truth. Thanks for the email. I play online games on your internet sometimes, and so does MC, but you'll never know it was the real us. We use cover names. And remember, be a hero for yourself before you try to be a hero for others. Next!
Okay, so I actually have several. This is a long one, so here we go. Everyone, what's a mythical creature that you wish actually existed? What movie quotes do you use on a regular basis? What's a meme you initially loved that was ruined because it got too popular? You mean all of them? Who is your favorite Mario character? What's one thing you love about yourself?
Ooh, here we go. First long one. Let's start with these quick fire ones for everybody. Mythical creature to make real. For me, it's obviously the goose that lays golden eggs.
Griffins seem pretty cool.
Dragons!
I would like to see the Chimera.
Myself? Can I pick myself? Sure, why not? Statement, not a question. Myself, then.
Yeah, good choice. I'd pick Monica too, if she counts.
Alright then, regularly used movie quotes. I always say stop trying to make X happen, where X is some other person's catchphrase.
I've never heard you say that.
I've said it.
I don't really use movie quotes on a regular basis, I think.
True, Sayori. I say, and that's the way the cookie crumbles a lot. Is that from a movie?
I don't think so. I like to say that still only counts as one a lot. Good joke.
Anytime I look at something and I'm the only person who can see it, and other people are curious and ask me what it looks like, I say, my god, it's full of stars. Can confirm, super annoying.
I don't really speak in movie quotes much, so I kind of like hearing it.
Cool. Okay, next, the dead made me love before popularity killed it. Among Us for me.
Oh, that was going to be mine. I'm going to go with the SpongeBob one where he talks in alternating caps. I feel like people started to use that one without even understanding how it was supposed to work.
And ending everything with POV. Oh yeah, that meme needs to die for sure.
It doesn't really count because I always hated it, but the drip meme is the only thing I can think of.
I like it when memes I like become popular. Like, Lady Yelling at the Cat. I love that one even more when everyone started using it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about at all.
Okay, Boomer.
I'm not a boomer, though.
Sorry guys, Miss Anna is just not hip enough with the kids of today.
Apparently I am not.
Favorite Mario character? Mario for me.
Mario. Luigi.
Luigi for me too.
I also feel a kinship with Luigi.
Yoshi. And finally, one thing you love about yourself before we move to the next part of the email. I'm honest and direct and say things like they are.
I value knowledge. I teach people.
I underwent a unique horrible trauma no one else ever has or will again, and I got through it. I make Yossi happy.
I got Sayori back.
Jeez, you guys. Okay, let's move on to the in-depth questions that this long one has for us.
Yuri, absolutely beautiful. What's the funniest joke you know by heart? Yuri, what's your favorite type of flower? Do you like receiving them as gifts?
Ask me if I'm a tree.
No! Don't do it! Do not ask her that no matter what!
Getting back to it. Yes, after this very dialogue box, I'm going to pause, and I want you to ask me out loud if I am a tree at that point. Go ahead, ask me if I'm a tree.
Are you a tree?
No. oh.
I warned you not to.
Anyway, I really love that joke.
I don't get that joke.
My favorite type of flowers, perhaps somewhat stereotypically the violet. And yes, I would love to receive a flower as a gift. Thank you for the questions.
MC, absolutely amazing. What video game have you put the most hours in? What's your best wrong number story? Ah, good question. I'd have to look at my Steam account to tell you that, but I can tell you it's either going to be Stellaris or Crusader Kings. I get completely lost in those games once I start. I don't really have a very good wrong number story, I guess. One time someone called me and asked if Francois was there. Hopefully that's mildly amusing. Sayori, absolutely adorable. What are your top 3 favorite funny-sounding words? Is there a food that you've eaten so much that you hate it? If so, what is it?
Romulant. Fridge.
Really? Just fridge?
That's all I could think of, and it does sound funny. And, porridge.
I think those might just be the first few funny words you could think of.
Yeah, they were. As to your other question, no, there's no food I've eaten so much that I hate it. Sometimes I eat too much of a food in a day and then I don't want to eat it anymore that day. But I've never overdosed so much that I can't eat that food anymore. Thanks for calling me adorable.
Natsuki, absolute queen. What's the backhanded compliment you've got? When was the most inappropriate time you busted out laughing?
Oh man, where do I even begin with the backhanded compliments I've gotten from Yuri?
With the low-hanging fruit.
I don't even get that one. Oh, of course. Anyway, yes, I constantly get them from Yuri. She'll say things like, oh yes, this kid's cartoon probably has literary value, but it will take Natsuki, our greatest mind at the literature club, to analyze its meaning. Things like that. I'm not sure what my most inappropriate laughter was. I laughed when my sister came out to me at first, but she said she was expecting that kind of reaction from me. Oh, and I laughed really wildly when Yuri brought the wine to the club that one time. I feel kind of bad about that now because she was really upset about it.
Water under the bridge.
Glad to hear it.
Monica, absolute sweetheart. What qualities do the other club mates have in common? What's one topic that you could spend hours talking about?
Well, they all love literature in their way. That's certainly an easy one. They're also all very kind and generous people. As for what I could talk about for hours while staying on one topic, probably what it's like to live inside a simulation. And what that means for me. You got enough of a sample of that during Act 3 of the base game, though. So hopefully you don't need me to explain that any further.
And one more thing, I just wanted to let all 5 of you know that I absolutely love you. You guys are all seriously the greatest ever, and I've loved following this adventure and learning more about you. Please, all of you, stay amazing, and I hope all of you have a day as wonderful as you all are. Heart, 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 K.
Thanks for the email, Kay. You're a massive sweetie. But now it's time for next.
I figured I would label my emails with the episode number so that way you don't think I am sending you the same email over and over again since you didn't respond to my email last week. Anyway, on with the questions. Sayori, I approve of the shipping book featuring Yuri and Natsuki. Do you have other people in that book, though? Yuri, do you like appearing behind people without them knowing? As a fellow tall person with super stealth, I take pride in scaring random people by appearing behind them. Natsuki, have you played Bendy and the Ink Machine? No reason for asking. Monica, don't worry about Sayori's mood swings. After all, you will always have someone who will never snap and yell at you. Heart. That should be all for now. The Ink Demon.
Well, whether or not I help other people in that book is confidential. In what book? I wasn't paying attention. It's not important. Yuri, your turn. They want to know what it feels like sneaking up on people.
It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? And yes, I do love sneaking up on people. I'm not sure what it is about it. Some primal hunting instinct, perhaps. But it's just that delightful rush.
I have played Bendy and the Ink Machine. I thought it was really clever. The cute cartoony setting is a great way to subvert your expectations and set you up for horror. Good stuff. Last part was comforting Monica about Sayori getting mad at her. Obviously, we got this email prior to me and Sayori making up again. Sorry, we've fallen very far behind on emails. But we're doing our best to catch up over today. But you don't need to worry about me and Sayori. We're very, very close friends. And I understand her pretty well, I think. I don't mind it when she's having trouble. It's my job to help her when she's having a rough time. Just like the many times she's helped me when I was having a rough time. Super sweet. All right, next.
Did you guys watch Una's Honest before it was deleted? MC's head popped up in our favorite video, and what was your opinion on the channel's message?
Me and MC, as usual, are the only ones who are going to know what you're talking about when you're talking about the real good shit. The good stuff.
Like I've said, Natsuki, I don't care, and even if I did, this isn't school.
It still feels weird swearing in front of you, though. My favorite video was the DIY bungee jump one. I thought the editing on that one was totally priceless. I understood what they were going for with the channel's message, but I'm not sure I agree entirely. Like, one of the best things about the internet is the permanency of its content. That can also be one of the worst things about it, sure. But I like that when something beautiful or cool gets made, you can always come back to it later and be transported back to when you first experienced it. I think that's really cool. I get that Mark thinks the fleeting and permanency of stuff makes it special, but I like it when cool things stick around, basically.
But would any of us have cared about that content as much, or been as deeply invested if not for the concept of it being impermanent? I think it was a good reminder that we need to really get into the experiences we have wholeheartedly. Because in the end, nothing really lasts forever or is stored forever. Even if you reload the same YouTube video 1,000 times, there will be a last time you do it. So I agree with the message that you really need to appreciate what you have while you have it. And my favorite video was the one with the Unmas Honest hashtag, where they got the gifts for people. I thought that one was really cool.
Not as cool as the coolest honest one.
True. Dear Doki Doki, I have questions for you because yes. For Monica, do you have bangs so I can draw more fan art of you? Do you fart? Are you on Team Jimmy Johns or Team Billy Bob Joe? Keep inspiring people like meh. For Natsuki, do you fart? Do you have natural pink hair? Are you real? Keep inspiring people like my friend Elena. For Yuri, you poopy. Keep inspiring people like my sister Lana. For Sayori, do you like homework? What's your favorite type of chips? Keep inspiring people like people. For MC, you're poopy too, and you are like a pile of glitter. I farted out.
Monica, why is this one even in here? The next email talks about this email, so I felt like it needed to be included. Well, I guess we might as well answer it. And since you chose to subject us to this, Monica, you can go first. I mean, yes, you can see my bangs. They're right here. Yes, sadly, normal bodily functions, including farting, still occur to us in here. And I don't know what you mean at all with the part about Billy Bob Joe or Jimmy Johns. I'm glad I inspire you. Go ahead, Natsuki. Yes, and sort of. Shoutouts to Elena. Next up!
There's not even a question in here, and I have no idea what's going on in the complex table, Harukan. The table looks off somehow. So, I guess I don't have anything to say. There's no question. So take over, Sayori.
Yeah, upon closer look at that emote, I'm pretty sure it's just a person with a sniper rifle aiming at Yuri.
No, I don't like homework. Does anyone like homework, really? I didn't even think Yuri likes homework.
Correct.
Yeah, homework sucks. I like all types of chips, though. My favorites are the really salty ones with ridges.
The ridges just hold more salt.
No matter what brand they are, I love that kind. See?
Yeah, I didn't get a question either. Maybe we should just move on.
Excellent idea, especially since Monica says the next one talks about this one. Next!